come to the center of the ring for the start of the 15th and final round.
You're going down.
No, no way.
Here we go. Let's see what Creed does here now. Creed is starting.
Hey guys! Today I'm going to review Rocky 2 from 1979. It was written and directed by Sylvester Stallone. It runs 120 minutes. It cost $7 million to make, but it made an amazing $200 million back. All the old cast from the previous film are in it. Sylvester Stallone as Rocky Balboa, Talia Shire as Adrian Balboa, Burt Young as Paulie, Carl Weathers as Apollo Creed, Burguss Meredith as Micky, Tony Burton as Duke, Sylvia Miles as Mary Ann Creed. And the music is by Bill Conti, who did the first Rocky film. The studio didn't want Sylvester Stallone to direct this film, they wanted someone else. But the original director was too busy doing Saturday Night Fever at the time, so Sylvester got the job. Sylvester ripped his left pectoral muscle during a bench pressing contest. That's why he switches to right hand during the fighting. During the training scene, there was 800 kids used as extras. So you see them all run behind Sylvester during the training session. The film won Best Picture for the American Movie Awards and won Favourite Motion Picture at the People's Choice Awards. So this must have been really exciting in 1979 after the success of Rocky in 1976. So 3 years later, it was kind of like a big rematch between Stallone and Apollo Creed. Stallone had a clever idea when he was writing the screenplay. Because he'd ripped his left muscle, he makes on that Rocky's suffering from eye damage and he has to switch to right-handed battle. So Stallone didn't have to use his left arm as much. Stallone's performance, he's kind of a bit more, I don't know, punch drunk in this film. There's a lot more humour.
What do you think about the fight taking place in the Spectrum?
Well, I'm very happy about that.
Why?
Well, it's only about 10 minutes from my house.
There's some witty moments where he's doing commercials and he can't read properly.
Hey, Rocky's bloody soft as shit in this film. No, Adrian, I did it. Soft as shit.
Although Stallone directed this film, he didn't do as good a job as the original director of the first film. But it was still pretty good. I like the character of Apollo Creed. In the first film, he was like fighting Rocky because it was like a gimmick. So he wasn't taking the fight seriously and there was a lot of humour in his character. But this film, he's deadly serious. He doesn't joke once in the film and he's totally serious. His character's getting hate mail saying that he should have lost the fight, saying that Rocky won it really, but he got the decision. So his character's really serious and he means real business in this film.
Hey, that bloody Apollo Creed, what a bloody arrogant bloody sod. Bloody big-headed twat.
Burguss Meredith's character in Micky, he's the standpoint for me in this film. I thought he was excellent. All his scenes are brilliant. There's an excellent speech he gives Rocky in a church.
That's right. This guy just don't want to win, you know. He wants to bury you, he wants to humiliate you. He wants to prove to the whole world that it was nothing but some kind of a freak the first time out.
I thought he was really, really good in this film, probably his best performance. I especially like the bit where he's watching the broadcast of Apollo Creed and he tells Rocky he can't fight because of his bad eye, but he gets that annoyed watching the interview with Apollo Creed that he goes round Rocky's house, knocking on the front door saying, let's knock his bloody block off. I thought that was brilliant, that bit. It was great that they brought all the original cast back for this film after 3 years. Everyone returned, so I thought that was really good, that. Bill Conti uses the same music again. He's excellent. There's like your sad music, there's your exciting music where he's training for the fight. So I thought it was really effective. And you also get the 70s gritty feel of America. I like the look of films set in the 70s. You get the traditional training montage. This one's especially good. They had like loads of kids as extras running, like copying Rocky, jogging and running in the background behind them. And it's like really emotional as well. Like you really feel like you can't wait to watch the fight. There's some sad bits where she's given birth, she's got married to Rocky and she's had a child. She goes into like a coma before the fight. Rocky's by his bedside all the time and eventually comes out of the coma. She tells Rocky to win the fight, and then you get the training montage. So it all works well. It's clever how this film's structured. The fight stadium's massive when you get to the actual fight. Like in the previous film, it looked a little bit cheap. But in this film, it's really like epic in scale. I thought the actual fight was well choreographed as well. I thought they do an excellent job, all the Rocky films, when it comes to the actual big fight at the end. Like in this film, Rocky's fighting right-handed, but he switches the southpaw towards the end of the match to confuse Apollo. That's how he defeats them. The film does have a few faults though. Right at the beginning you get 6 minutes at the ending of the previous film, so I thought that was a little bit too long, having 6 minutes of it. Although I suppose you do have to like remind the audience of what happened in the previous film. And this was before DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff. The audience needed to know what was going on, I suppose, but having 6 minutes is quite a lot really. So that was a bad decision. Should have been edited down a bit. So overall I thought this film was great. I love all the characters. It's great seeing Apollo Creed fighting as well. So overall I thought it was really good. Not as good as the first film, but still pretty good. So what do you think going to do, like
Bloody brill film! Top marks!
So I've only got Rocky 3 and Rocky 4 to review, and the 2 Creed films. And also there's going to be a director's cut of Rocky 4. Sylvester Stallone's on doing it. So it'll be interesting watching that. So I might wait until the director's cut's out before I review Rocky 4. So the next one will be Rocky 3. I think that's possibly my favourite one.
Hey Phil, you should get some bloody weight off. Get some of that bloody kite off you. You bloody fat bastard.
Okay, dude?
Hey, you cheeky skinny bugger. Okay, everybody, bye. See you next time. Bye. Bye.
I think we ought to knock his block off.
Absolutely.